So hello everybody, I am Gina Jesus. I am 27 years old. I'm currently living in the Philippines right now. I am a national finalist for Miss Universe Canada 2019, and I just currently finished my reign with Miss Earth as your Miss Fire Philippines 2018. And I'm really excited for this new journey that I'm going to be on in pageantry. Who is Gina outside the pageant? I am a very, very simple, humble, down-to-earth person that I feel like can relate to a lot of people just because of who I was growing up and who raised me. So and where I grew up, like being raised in Canada, I'm very approachable. Even though I might look a certain way, that's who I am. I'm very simple. I love to read and I love to write, and I love to motivate people to reach their greatest potential. Yeah. Well, how I started in pageantry, I was actually serving one time at the restaurant, and someone approached me, my Tito Dong, who I'm super thankful for. And I was serving, I remember I had food in my hands, and he was like, hey. So I thought he was asking me for something. And he was like, have you ever thought of joining pageants? And this is when, like, you know, I wasn't in my most prime optimal fitness yet. And I was like, pageants? Me? Because, you know, like I was telling you, I was bullied before. So it was super a shocker that someone asked me to join a pageant. And so I was like, yeah, sure. But I didn't really mean it, because I was like, this guy's crazy. So I was like, yeah, sure. And then I didn't end up joining one of his local pageants. And then like a couple months later, he came back and ate at the restaurant again. And he's like, I thought you said you were going to join. And I was like, yeah, you know, Tito, it's not my thing. He's like, you know, the winner, she went to Guatemala. And I was like, once I heard that, like, you know, oh, there's like traveling that could be involved, I was like, okay, sige, let's try. So I tried it and I won. And I was able to join Mutya ng Pilipinas there because I won in 2014, like Miss Philippines Canada. So I was able to go join Mutya ng Pilipinas 2015, and I represented Canada. So that's how I got into pageantry. And then I did not honestly know how crazy pageants were in the Philippines. So I joined my first national pageant here in the Philippines, and I was not ready at all. I did not place at all. I wasn't even a front runner or anything. No one knew who I was. So then after that experience, I was a little traumatized, and I remember I said to myself, I'm gonna try one more time and I'll be back. And I remember my handler right now, Tito Rod from KF, he came up to me, he said, Jean, if you do want to try, just give me a shout. So then here I am 4 years later, I gave him a shout. Yeah, and the rest is history. I did another pageant, Miss Earth, got Miss Fire, and yeah, I that's how I got into pageantry. So I just finished my reign as Miss Fire Philippines 2018 in July. I just handed over my crown July 11th, I believe. And honestly, Miss Earth is such a blessing to me because of Miss Earth, I was able to tour around the Philippines, go to amazing eco tourism destinations. I met amazing people. I got a lot of great contacts as well, and I got to promote and be an advocate for our environment, which is the place that we live. So not only did I get to explore my motherland, but I got to teach children and the youth about preserving our environment, especially the Philippines, because I love the Philippines, and it's like, I would say almost number one. Well, it's up there. It's up there when it comes to tourism in the list of places, and we depend so heavily on our ecotourism, and yeah, I'm so happy that I got to be a part of Miss Earth. Super, super, super happy. What did I learn about myself? I learned that I can do it, and that I learned that with hard work, anything could be possible. I don't know if you guys have ever heard, but Miss Earth is one of the most tiring pageants ever. And if you could do Miss Earth, you could do anything. So I truly believe that, you know, early call times, it's not even the most glamorous activities. You know, sometimes we're out there planting trees. You know, you have to still look good and happy even though you're tired. But I learned a lot about my perseverance and hard work during Miss Earth. And yeah, you know, I really loved, even though I got to go to a lot of great places like Boracay, Davao, and stuff like that, my greatest moments are always going to school tours, especially the public schools, and just being at these schools and seeing how different they live and go to school compared to me and how I went to school, or even compared to the private schools. So going to the public schools and seeing the kids there and seeing how happy they are to see me. Like, you know, I'm not even super famous here in the Philippines, but they treat me so well, and it's just nice that I could, you know, help them and teach them something and be an inspiration for those kids. So that was honestly connecting with those kids and going to those provinces or municipalities that aren't as privileged. It was such a blessing. Yeah. Miss Universe Canada, I heard that it was supposed to be July, the beginning of July, and unfortunately I wasn't able to join because Miss Earth was mid-July. So I was like, oh, that was my opportunity. Then I think God heard my prayers, or God was with me, and Miss Universe Canada got pushed to August 17. So I went online, you know, I contacted Miss Universe Canada a couple times and I didn't get responses, and I just kept going. And then finally I got a response, and I was able to, you know, send them my email, send them some information about myself. And then I had a phone call with the national director. And yeah, so I'm very blessed that I was able to join Miss Universe Canada, because Canada is my home as well as the Philippines. So I'm really excited because I really feel like I'm representing my two homes. Yeah. Yes, I am 100%, my blood, my heart is Filipina. I am a Canadian citizen, and I totally believe that my heart and blood is Canadian as well. So I'm half. But the reason why I didn't join Beanie Beanie is because I'm 27, and Miss Universe Canada, you have to be under 28, whereas I believe Beanie Beanie is a little different. I think it's 27, and by the time the next batch happens, I'll be 28 for Beanie Beanie. So this is why I chose to represent Canada. Yeah. And I did want to join Miss Universe Canada as well. Yeah. Isn't as popular in Canada as it is to the Philippines, but I hope to bring the awareness to Canada about pageantry, because like, it's not just what people think. It's not just a body and beauty. There's so much to it that brings so much to the community. It's about strong women being advocates for the people around them, and I hope that by me joining Miss Universe Canada, I can, you know, influence the people of Canada that pageants aren't just a show. There's so much more to it. So that's what I hope to bring. I wish one day that the level of pageantry is the same here as in the Philippines, because it really brings people together. Pageants bring people together in such a great way. Because of me joining Miss Earth, I was able to meet amazing people, like especially my genetics. They have been such an amazing part of my journey here in the Philippines, and they've been my family here when I didn't have family. When I didn't have people to support me during my pre-pageant activities, they were there to support me, and the love is true, I know. To my genetics, thank you so much. It is surreal that I have a family like you here in the Philippines that appreciate me, and I hope you guys know that I appreciate you so much and the hard work that you have done for me. Like I said, I came to the Philippines with no family. I had my dad here for a portion of it, but he wasn't able to come to all my events. So your participation in the events that I had during the pre-pageant activities, you guys gave me life and were the reason why I could do things. And it's just, I don't know if you ever, like, you watch a movie and there's a kid there, you know, performing, and there's no one there for him. I never had that feeling because I had my family, my genetics with me. So I just want to say thank you all so much, and thank you for continually supporting me and everything. And you know, when I have a new picture that is being released, or if there's a video of me being released, you know, I have special people in the genetics that will be, hey anak, you know, fix your eyebrows or fix your walk or change this, and you know, you guys do it to better me and to make me the best version of myself. So thank you, I love you all so much. So for Miss Universe Canada, I will be working with Operation Smile. They are an organization that is all over the world, and they help those who are born with cleft palate or cleft lip. They do free surgeries for people that are affected by cleft lip or cleft palate. And I actually just went to Operation Smile Philippines yesterday, and I had a blast with the patients there. Not only do they provide surgery, but they provide the post-op and speech therapy as well. And I believe like a smile goes a far and a long way, whether it's given or received. So it's amazing that there's an organization like this all over the world that can help bring smiles and help people with their speech. My pageant is in about 3 weeks, so I'm double time right now. So of course, exercise and diet, but that's one thing. But mentally, I'm preparing myself, so I'm literally not going out. So in the mornings, I'm training, and training like gym, and then in the evenings, I'm training for my walk. And in between those times, I'm watching YouTube videos, writing things down on my notebook for Q&A, and just brushing up on my current events when it comes to Canadian politics and stuff like that. But pageantry is not just looks, it's not just beauty and body, it's a lot about brains as well. And that's why I love pageants, because it's a sport. It's honestly something you can't just because you're beautiful, you can't just go walk on stage and expect to win. There's a lot of hard work, and right now I'm double time, like triple time right now. So yeah. I feel like it's an advantage for me to be training here in the Philippines, because as we all know, Philippines is a powerhouse when it comes to pageantry. Like you said, our current Miss Universe is Filipina Catriona, and then we had Pia Awards back as well, and a lot of the other international pageants, we've always been on top. So I think it's such an advantage for me to be here in the Philippines. Actually, I have met Gazini. I haven't met her at camp, but I met her at our dermatologist. So I don't think she really, you know, I'm starstruck. She's Miss Universe Philippines, so I don't know if she remembers me, but she's very nice. And I remember during Bini Bini, I seen her. And this is when I didn't really, at the very beginning, I didn't really know who she was yet. But I remember after I posted about Toledo, our derma, and she was also on the stories. And I clicked, I was like, oh, she was there. And I'm like, you know what? She's very beautiful, and she was one of the picks for Bini Bini. She's very nice. And then I met her again. So she's very nice. And yeah, we're from the same camp. My goodness. If I don't want to be too boastful, but if and when I win Miss Universe Canada, I will be so excited for the Philippines and for Canada, and I think it would just be the most amazing thing for that to happen. Because I know that there'll be so many I'll have so many supporters here in the Philippines and in Canada, and I know that everyone in the Philippines will be happy for me if I win, and if me and Gazini went head to head. I know if either of us won the Miss Universe crown, it would be happiness. Yeah. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat during yung journey ko sa Miss Universe Canada, and hindi mo alam how important lahat kayo sa akin. Okay? Is that good? I can be dramatic though. Hayop ka, wala kang puso, mabuti pa, saging may puso. Is that good? You all have been so amazing to me so far, and I just want to ask for your support and your prayers, especially during my journey to the next crown, or Miss Universe Canada 2019. And like I said, your support drives me to do better. After I announced that I was joining Miss Universe Canada and that people were excited, the pressure became stronger and my drive became stronger as well, because I'm like, you know what, it's not just for me, it's for everyone now, this crown. And I always tell my supporters, this is ours, this is our crown, you know, we're giving up, I'm relinquishing our crown, and this crown that I get will not only be for me, but it'll be for everyone that supported me and has supported me. So your prayers and support mean so much. You don't know at all. I can't even, words can't describe. You can go online onto Miss Universe Canada. It says vote there, so you vote. It is $1 a vote. So if you are able to vote, please vote for me. If not, like I said, your support and prayers is just good enough. You do need a credit card for it, but as I said, if you cannot, that is totally fine. And most importantly, your prayers and support mean more to me than your vote. So thank you. Yeah.